welcome to another Dwarven Tavern review. This time we are talking about another 13th Age book. This is called The Shadows of Eldolan. So this one is another supplement. It's tiny supplement. Well, it's not tiny, but it's, you know, softback. It goes for $17.95. You can find it at pelgranepress.com. Wonderful fellows. I really like their work. But you know how I feel about resting on laurels. We don't do that. We judge everything. And I like to be positive when I do reviews. If you haven't already noticed, I'm like all happy and Care Bear and all that stuff. But I like stuff that is good. Imagine that. And these guys have put out some pretty consistently good material in their careers. They're all like, it's like campaign cartographer and all that good stuff. And the 13th Age is a really cool book. I did a review on it if you scroll down in the stuff. So this particular module, and I call it a module because it's like a prefabricated adventure for the 13th Age game. And I'm not going to give away any spoilers or anything like that, of course. But it has an interesting overview. The story revolves around a servant of the Lich King, and the adventure mostly features enemies linked to that icon. And if you know, the icons are the Lich King and the three and the triplets, the three dragons, the champion and all that stuff. The main book's over there somewhere back here. But anyway, as always, you should weave each of the PCs one unique thing. And if you know, that's another thing about the 13th Age, is everybody gets their one unique thing. Like, I have a finger growing out of my forehead or something, and hold a torch. That would be incredibly useful, actually. So other icons would be secretly aiding the Lich King's servants, or perhaps acting to thwart anyone trying to hinder his servants' plan and thus hinder the one-eyed lord. I'm not talking about Grumsh, because it suits that icon's purposes for whatever reason. So, in this book, we have here on page 8 is a neat little map. It's not a little map, it's an entire page of Eldolan, which is like Elderland, the older land, perhaps, a derivative thereof. And that's a good way to make up names. You just take a normal name and warp it so it changes to something cool sounding. Or you can do it another way. It's up to you, really, isn't it? Anyway, so this book contains a lot of. I mean, it's an adventure, and after having read the adventure, it flows nicely. It's a good adventure. It contains zombies and like putrefying human zombies and zombie pumpkin hurlers. I wonder if Billy Corgan knows about these guys. And it's got cool maps. I will show you a map here. It's on page 14. Here, there's a map. And it's got the layout with all the characters, and I'd like to find out what kind of what cartographic program they use for that, because I wonder if it's campaign cartographer, them being Pelgrane Press and all, That's Pro Fantasy. It's a different company, but the same guys, basically. Here's another one on page 24. Nice map. And of course, with modern technology, you can always blow this up to you can always blow it up to a size of a normal battle map, where it's an inch to the 5 feet or the meter, and play your minis on it if you have minis. I enjoy using minis because for battle logistics, miniature figures are the way to go. I mean, it's just hands down the way to go. So there's another one here on page 32. Nice little map, right? And so the game, the adventure flows nicely. It has some neat stuff in it. I enjoyed it tremendously, reading it and getting ideas. It's got some new monsters in it, so I give it a big thumbs up. The mapping is very, very cool, and the monsters are cool. The challenges are neat. So this adventure, I'm giving it full marks, just because it's 72 pages, and it's just chock full of action. Adventure, I'm going to give it 5 axes, because it's fine for. I mean, it's perfect for what it is. It's enjoyable, and it's good. It's a good adventure. So again, that is. It's called the Shadows of Eldolan, and it has some interesting things in it, like the Lamplighters Guild, and all the stories are in depth. I mean, they're in depth, so it's just cool. I mean, it's just a cool story. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, plain and simple, cool story. I enjoyed it, and I've had a few people ask me about dungeon mastering tips and the like, and if you want to try your hand, if you're new at it, this is the kind of thing that you might want to get first before you strike out on your own, if you're not confident or challenged. Well, no, not challenged. I don't think that's the right word, but if you're not sure of yourself, I'll put it that way. If you're not sure of yourself, get a prefab module like this one, and try it. Give it a whirl. And my advice, as always, for playing prefabs is you read it from cover to cover, you consume it, and you learn it front to back to front, just so you are not fumbling around, because the flow of the game is very important when you're working with a prefab module. All the flow is all in here, so you only have to worry about staying in here, and what that really means is that if you have to continuously look through the book or read it as you go, which you don't ever want to do, then you miss stuff and you mess stuff up, and the players are more concerned with what's going on here than what's going on in here, because this is where the story is, not out here watching you go so make sure you learn the book very, very well before you DM it. And of course, as always, keep the players involved and don't be a jerk. You don't have to control them, because all the controls are in the book. So there you have it. So again, that is 13th Age, The Shadows of Eldolan. It goes for $17.95. And you can find it at pelgranepress.com, or any place where exciting adventures are sold, I guess. So don't forget to look them up. Don't forget to look us up at www.dwarventavern.net. subscribe, please, and share these videos. If you like it, share. If you don't like it, share, and someone else might. You know how if you get a gift and you don't like it, you give it to somebody else? Yeah, share. So don't forget to look us up also on Facebook, where we post all kind of updates and neat little things. Facebook it's just that way. And that's facebook.com/Dwarven Tavern. And we're also at Tavernier on Twitter. So do that. And you will keep up with us, because we're posting all the time. So, on behalf of the whole cast and crew of the Dwarven Tavern review team and every other team, we wish for you to want for nothing but adventure. And at first I feared it, then I charged. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.